when I
You
go
guys,
up.
next
I go up
comic coming to the stage is a delight. Very funny. Please put your hands together for Fran Sisco. Did I get it?
All right, Fran.
Okay, my last name is Sisco, and my first name is Frank. Was Frank, now it's Fran.
Wow.
So I know at this close distance here, you're probably thinking that I'm you probably know that I'm transgender.
I'm thinking.
You're thinking that I'm not. Plus my hair's a little frizzy today. So what I need to do often is when people know that I'm a guy, then I do a feminizing gesture that makes me more like a friend of mine told me when I walk, I should walk and rub my thighs together, you know. It's probably a little bit too exaggerated and stuff. But I just want to report to you that I've been transgender, living full-time as a female now for 21 months.
Oh my God,
and it's been absolutely great. And I thought I'd share some, you know, experiences from that.
Wow.
And a little bit about me. So I love when I'm called Miss. I mean, you call me Fran, but if you didn't know me and call me Miss, I really feel great about that.
So Miss Fran would drive you nuts.
Oh my God! I was in CVS about 3 weeks ago, and I'm standing online. It was very busy, and there were 4 cashiers. You know how you have to stand online, and then they call you. There were like 6 people in front of me, so I took out my iPhone, and I figured, let me do my emails. So I wasn't paying attention, and she started calling, Miss. Person behind me taps me on the shoulder and says, in my ear, Miss, she's calling you. I said, oh my God, this is great. The guy behind me thinks I'm a girl and is calling me Miss. The cashier thinks I'm Miss. Now the whole store thinks I'm Miss. I felt like I was a 28-year-old cute girl, you know? And so then I go up to the counter. As I've gone up to the counter, I lost, or gained rather, a year for every foot. I'm getting up to the counter, and she said she saw my face, you know, and saw that I wasn't a young girl anymore, that I was an older woman, and said that, ma'am,
I hate that shit.
do you have your CVS card? And you've been there, right?
Yeah.
Man, and all of a sudden I was so deflated. Now I'm ma'am. I'm not Miss anymore. I just aged 20 years.
Yes.
And then I said to her, no, I don't have my CVS card, but I have my phone number. And her hearing my male voice, she didn't mean to say this. She didn't mean to be mean, but she said then, oh, thank you, sir. Oh my God. And everyone online was going, oh, they felt bad for me and stuff. So anyway, but I love to be called Miss. I also don't like to be called Dad. I have a 28-year-old daughter.
Wow.
She goes shopping with me to get some new shoes. We go into the Marshalls. The place is empty. We only have 5 minutes to pick out the shoes. I said, Kelly, please stay with me. We only have 5 minutes. Help me pick out the shoes. Instead, she runs to the back of the store. She knows the clearance area. And the next thing I know, she yells out, Dad! 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 And I wanted to just be not Dad. You know, I wanted to be a woman shopping for shoes. And the 3 sales girls there looked at her, because they didn't, from that distance away, they thought they didn't see a dad in the room. So they thought she was having some kind of a seizure or something. But then finally they realized that it was me, and they gave me the thumbs up. So I felt like cool about that, you know?
Girl, hello.
You know? But, and sometimes it gets confusing to people when you live as a transgender person. So my mother is 84, and she has a little bit of dementia.
Oh my God.
So, you know, this has been like almost 2 years. So now,
I don't know what you're laughing at this.
yeah, no, it's okay. You know what? But when she goes off a little bit, I feel guilty because I play into it and I play like a joke on her. You know, but then she sometimes plays a joke on me. No, so she says to me the other day, I call her in the morning. her aide calls me, and then we talk on speakerphone in the morning, and then every other day I go to visit her, right? So that day was my day to go visit her. In the morning, she calls up and says, I said, Mom, how you doing? So she says, oh, the baby in the next room is crying. I said, Mom, there's not a baby in the next room where you live, which is 5 miles away. I said, there's not a baby. It's all right, though. Maybe had a bad dream. And the aide in the speakerphone conversation said, yeah, she probably just had a bad dream. So then when I went to visit her, I was thinking about that. She was probably still upset about hearing about having a bad dream. So I sat next to her on the couch like this, and I said, Mom, it's okay if you had a bad dream. No, I hear the baby, she said. And she says, and they're talking about you, and that you're involved with the baby.
Great news.
So I said, Mom, you think I'm pregnant? And then she said, you are?
No.
And then I said, Mom, I can't be pregnant. I'm too old.
Aww, baby
So I got her a little bit confused. So I'm guilty of that once in a while. But I just want to also report, when you want to be nice to transgender people, once going male to female, use Miss as much as you could. Makes them feel younger. By the way, on the age thing, and playing the best of both worlds, like the male side and the female side, I use my male side, which is left brain, very analytical, I'm a CPA, and I figured, wait a minute, I can help out the right side that's very creative and is very concerned about my age. So let's say I'm 52, for example. What I do is I round down. I learned rounding up as an accountant, but I round down. So I say 52, round it down, I'm 50. Take off a decade, because what's 10 years? Take off one more. I know, you can't hold it in. It's okay, it's okay. When you're in the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the volume a little bit so you hear the end of the joke. So I round it down to 39. So now I'm 52. I now easily got down to 39. But I want to be honest, so I'm going to make up that 13 years. So when I'm an 81-year-old woman and someone asks me how old I am, I'm going to say, I'm 94, and they're going to say, oh, you look great for your age, right? So I use both, and I'll leave you with this one idea about the best of both worlds. I was in Chicago, a couple of, please leave you with it, or please leave you. But I was in Chicago a couple of weeks ago, and on the plane, in the back of the plane, I had to go to the bathroom just like your friend just did, and couldn't hold it in any longer. I went to in the bathroom, it's a little closet. I got it, well, like, you know, when you get into the closet, right? Oh, by the way, is that how the legs look, all right?
Thighs are excellent.
Excellent, right?
Very nice.
So I get into the bathroom, I look at the toilet seat, I realize that what I have to do is turn, squish, pull up my dress, take down pantyhose, all of that stuff, and turn around and everything. And then I said, you know what? Turn back around, hold it up and said, who's gonna know, you know? So anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. Thank you, been a great audience.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for this audience, but you were awesome.
Do you want to kiss your first transgender?
A little bit.
Okay. Look at
this is gonna get crazy.
Breast to breast meeting.
That's sweet.
All right, give it up for Miss.
Yay!